The iPhone 17 Pro Max is Apple's crown jewel for 2025, but is it truly the ultimate smartphone? When stacked against Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra, a device widely praised as the year's most complete flagship, the battle gets heated. Today we're breaking down both devices across design, performance, battery, cameras, and more, to see which one actually deserves the title of best phone you can buy. Kicking things off with design, Samsung clearly plays its cards better. The S25 Ultra is slimmer, lighter, and feels more comfortable in the hand. Its polished, minimal look gives it an elegance Apple failed to match, while the iPhone 17 Pro Max stumbles with an awkward dual-tone finish, a clunky camera bump, and a logo that looks oddly misplaced. Samsung kept titanium, but Apple downgraded to aluminum, making Samsung's device both stronger and more premium. Apple packed a slightly bigger cell than Samsung. While that might sound small, Apple's efficiency advantage matters. iOS always squeezes out more runtime than Android, as we saw last year when the iPhone 16 Pro Max nearly matched Samsung despite having less capacity. This time Apple edges ahead, charging still favors Samsung. Now let's talk AI, the hottest buzz in tech. Samsung is pushing ahead thanks to its deep partnership with Google, rolling out features that genuinely work well. Apple, on the other hand, feels stuck. Many of the AI tools they promised last year never arrived, and the ones that did fall short of Samsung's implementation. Apple even avoided AI talk during its keynote, signaling they're behind. Without doubt, Samsung dominates the AI race this year. Displays are where things get interesting. Apple increased brightness to an impressive 3,000 nits, overtaking Samsung's 2,600 nits. They also introduced an anti-reflective coating, finally catching up to what Samsung had for 2 years. But here's the catch: Apple's version is far less effective compared to Samsung's Corning solution, which is both tougher and better at reducing glare. While the iPhone shines brighter, Samsung still delivers a more balanced and practical screen. Performance is Apple's comfort zone, or at least it used to be. The A19 Pro chip shows benchmark wins with about 15 to 20% better single-core results than the S25 Ultra Snapdragon 8 Elite, but here's the problem. Samsung is still on last year's chip. Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite to arrive soon, with early tests already surpassing Apple's numbers in multi-core. Once that chip ships, Apple's advantage won't just shrink, it may vanish completely. Apple once mocked rivals for being 2 steps behind, but now the roles may be reversing. While the iPhone 17 Pro Max still holds a slim performance lead today, that gap is about to close fast. Qualcomm's next-gen silicon and Samsung's own Exynos updates both look stronger on paper. The bottom line? Apple's lead is temporary, and the performance crown may swing back to Samsung sooner than expected. Now to cameras, one of the biggest deciding factors. Apple upgraded its telephoto lens to 48MP, but reduced the optical zoom from 5x to 4x. They also claim 8x zoom, though it's just digital cropping, not true optical. Samsung counters with a more versatile system, a 3x telephoto, a 5x telephoto, and higher megapixel counts across the board. Until we see side-by-side comparisons, it's hard to crown a winner, but Samsung's flexibility gives it the edge. Apple does pull ahead with its front camera thanks to a square sensor, an underrated but practical feature. Add to that center stage, which automatically keeps you in frame during video calls, and Apple's selfie game feels a step ahead, making the iPhone more fun for content creators and casual users alike. When it comes to standout features, Samsung plays a trump card, the S Pen. It's neatly housed inside the device and offers unmatched functionality for those who love sketching, annotating, or just navigating with precision. But it flopped so badly that even Apple's own ads avoided showing it. The iPhone feels lacking in unique hardware extras. So who wins the overall battle? Both phones are powerful and refined, but they target slightly different strengths. The iPhone 17 Pro Max nails battery life, thermal efficiency, display brightness, and front camera tricks. But Samsung counters with a sleeker design, stronger AI, a versatile camera array. This back-and-forth clash makes the verdict harder, but for many, Samsung's package feels more complete. It's also important to consider ecosystems. If you're already deeply tied into iCloud, AirPods, or the Apple Watch, then the iPhone 17 Pro Max remains a safe and satisfying choice. Likewise, if you rely on Samsung's ecosystem, from Galaxy Buds to tablets to decks, the S25 Ultra will feel like home. Most people won't switch sides because of 1 year's upgrades. But for undecided buyers, the details matter more than ever. At the end of the day, both flagships impress, but one does edge out slightly. The iPhone 17 Pro Max makes important strides, yet the Galaxy S25 Ultra remains the more well-rounded device overall. Apple loyalists will be thrilled with their upgrade, while Samsung fans have plenty to brag about. But if you're still sitting on the fence, the safer bet for 2025's most complete smartphone is Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra.